Hi, Polly here with Cut at Home. Today I'm going to be making a birthday card, and I'm using a few different items that are available at the Cut at Home site. I'm using a Just Right stamp set called Hello Buttercup. I am also using Spellbinders labels 35, using a couple different sizes of that die. And one thing I'm going to show you today is with stamps and stamping, always keep in mind you don't have to use the whole stamped area. You can crop it, and that's what I'm going to do for this card. So I'm probably going to crop my image about there. I already stamped it in black, and I used an archival ink because I am going to be coloring it in with Spectrum Noir markers. I also have a Wink of Stella marker here. Sorry. This will add a little bit of like a glitter to my finished project. So I'm going to go ahead and color in the stamped image, and then I'll cut it with my Big Shot cropped there. And the other thing I want to show you today is we have a new product at Cut at Home. It is Angel Craft Tape. Now this is a double-sided tape, and it's very strong. So I'm going to show you how you can use this tape. And I'm going to use it with these border punch here to show you how to make a nice glittered accent for your cards. So I've colored my flower. I also cut 2 frames, and I used this embossing folder that's available at Cut at Home. It is by Crafts 2, and it is a Scrollworks is the name of the folder. And I used that in my Big Shot. First I cut out the labels die, then I did the embossing. And I'm going to layer that like so. You can see the glitter on here from the Wink of Stella marker. That is going to go in the middle of my card. And now I'm going to show you how to create a nice glitter border with the Angel Craft tape. I'm going to use the 1/2 inch size. Now this does come in 1/2 inch size, and it does come in 1/4 inch size. I may use some of the 1/4 inch size too to border the edge of this. So this is a double-sided tape. Both sides are sticky. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel that up. And I'm going to see how wide this is. It's actually as wide as the tape, but I'm going to put a couple extra strips so that I make sure that the glitter will stick once I get it down. I'm going to take a piece of brown cardstock, and I'm going to start at one end of the cardstock, and I'm just going to line that tape and put it right on the cardstock. And press it down. Then I'll cut it. And then I'm going to take another strip and line it right up against that strip. I'm going to make sure I don't leave any gaps. And then I'm going to do one more piece. Again, right up against that piece. Don't leave any gaps. And you can cut that. So I'll have something that looks like this. And you're going to leave this tape on right now till after you do the die cutting. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my die, and I want to use this square chain. I'm going to take my piece of cardstock that I have the tape on, and align that tape up on the die, and I'm going to go ahead and run it through my Big Shot. And I have my first chain for my border. And then I'm going to cut out another one. So I'm just going to line that back up. I'm going to make sure I have it lined up correctly because I want to make sure that that whole chain is on the tape. And then I'll run it back through. And there's my second one. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I have a blue tray here. I'm going to take some brown glitter that I have. I'll sprinkle that in my tray. I'm just going to kind of layer it out a little bit so I can just put that border right in there. And then I'm going to take one of my borders, and I'm actually going to trim off this side anyway, so I'll start there. If it peels up a little bit, I'll be okay. And I'm going to peel off that second piece of adhesive, making sure I have it all off, because there's an edge here where I have a little piece from where I spliced it together. And then I'm just going to take my border and I am going to just dip it in the glitter. Making sure I get it all covered. And if you miss any parts, you can just go back and put it back in. I get a little piece of the paper on there, so I get that off of there. You have a beautiful glittered border. It's that simple. You can do that just straight across the edges to add a glittered border, but it's really nice with this little chain die. Doesn't it look really pretty? I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration. Please stop by the Cut at Home blog and view my final card. And as always, till next time, thanks and happy scrapping.